Welcome to the Random Shit Talk Podcast. I'm Myrick, he's Eric, and this is the Random Shit Talk Podcast. All right, so this topic is about AI in general, not just AI in general, but like I was watching a YouTube video from Three-Eyed Raven, and it was about Valerio the Dread.
Okay.
And the story was so interesting to me, like how the twins would switch places and then she'd get on her dragon and fly off and she never came back. And then when she did, it was like a year later and there was some type of worm with a face growing inside of her, but it was like a bunch of them. And it was freaking awesome. But he had just had AI do the images for it.
Oh,
and
nice.
When he did it, I was like, whenever they start being able to make full animated AI videos,
it's over.
It's a wrap for movies.
YouTube, movies, all of it.
Yeah, you can completely tell it exactly what you want or tell it the story and it will put the whole story together. But the girls in the AI, it made Daenerys Targaryen look like no. Like I was like, how? How is this even possible? They're not real. They are not real. This motherfucker is not real.
Does it matter?
Will it matter?
So can you get excited off of a cartoon? I can't.
No. Yeah, it's not possible. But okay, now we're talking about it going from still pictures to videos, and from videos to actual likeness, where you can order one and like an Amazon or a Siri or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's able to talk and relate back to you. And then will there ever be a time where you won't be able to tell the difference unless...
I think so. I think that's what that whole thing was with Hollywood about them trying to make sure they can't take their likeness for AI. I really think that pretty soon you're going to have actors like Jack Nicholson. He's 80 years old. So he's probably like, fucking sell my likeness. I don't care. So you'll see a young Jack Nicholson in a fucking commercial and you're like, what the hell? Because AI can do it. And if they sell their likeness, they'll never need Jack Nicholson again. So he can die.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a thing soon. I think you're going to see a lot of Hollywood shrink. I think you're going to see a lot of public figures on YouTube and Twitter and TikTok shrink. I personally think TikTok already has a lot of that. I think people are a little naive. I think because
they don't really notice it.
You don't notice it in such quick intervals. You can't pick up on it. Maybe like you're like you can't grab it. I mean, I know. Again, bringing it back to this awful fucking Instagram bullshit. I can tell when a still is real or a still is AI. I'm starting to be able to figure that out. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more done. It's a little bit. There's some good ones out there, but I think it will get to a point where we can't tell. Absolutely. I think that also goes hand in hand with the robot stuff. I think that if you get AI able to get likenesses, how soon until you're able to order a sex robot that looks like Wanda?
So remember whenever they had them, how long ago is that now? Like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe?
They've gone so far in advance.
So, and that's what I'm thinking, like, but even the ones back then, the ones in Japan and stuff like that, didn't they like cook and clean and stuff?
Yep, and they could talk and they could self clean out themselves. I mean, they were $20,000, but $20,000 for that, or
I was thinking they were like 60, 80 grand.
So last time I looked at it, was a couple of years ago, like you're talking about. I thought it was like $20,000, but I could be wrong. This one could have just been pure sexual and not do all the other stuff too. I mean, but even let's say it's $100,000. Let's just use an arbitrary number. $100,000 robot that does everything you want and everything you need, or a wife that's going to cost you a shit ton more than that.
Now
it's a conversation.
It would be, but it's AI, right? So it's going to pick up its own things, right?
You don't think you'll be able to have the rights to program it?
No, because it's an AI. It's supposed to learn on its own.
So you better basically beat the shit out of it.
Would you do that? But here's the thing: you spend $100,000 on it, you beat the crap out of it, and it's like, I'm leaving you. Well, whoa! I paid $100,000 for you. What are you talking about?
I don't think. I think I don't know if it's ever going to have the intelligence to have self-awareness, like realize what it is. I think that is, now you're talking about basically robots taking over.
But I don't think that it'll have self-awareness. I think that it will think that it is human.
Jesus.
So that would be where it's like, I'm leaving you.
Imagine being left by a robot. Me. How fucking awful would you, like, you'd be such a loser. You'd be such a loser. Imagine your robot cheating on you. Oh my God. Right? You'd be such a fucking loser. You can't tell your boys that. Like, you can't tell anyone.
It'd probably be one of your boys.
Oh my God. You're like, it's a robot. I thought it was up for grabs. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It'd be funny though.
It would be awful. I feel so bad for that person. I'd be like, oh my God. Imagine like my problem with Kath and Saba. All of a sudden I see a robot that's fucking in a bad situation. I want to rescue it.
Wow, that'd be horrible. Like, would you rescue it though?
Fuck no. Like, I probably
think I think, and that's the bad part about having an AI robot. How sadistic people would. Okay, can you imagine like a serial killer?
Oh,
like going around killing AI robots.
$100,000 a pop. You'd be fucking more pissed than you'd probably rather than kill your wife.
But can you imagine that? Like, he'd be in a world of hurt.
Do you get in trouble? Do you go to jail for that?
And he's like, well, and his defense would be, I'm not killing people.
I mean, it's still technically vandalism because you're hurting, like so you're gonna get something.
But so if he comes to you and he's like, I'm gonna give you $100,000, but hey, you gotta let me kill your
deal. Deal. I'll get a new model.
He's like, I'll pay for 2 of yours if you let me just whack this one.
Deal.
So, she cheated last week anyway with one of my boys, so get it.
I need a reset. I need a factory reset on this one. This one's not acting right. You know what? I kind of want a different shape, a different model. Jesus. The real question is, with the likeness and AI, and it's starting to like steal people's looks and stuff, like how many creeps are out there? Like the people that are obsessed with Taylor Swift. How many people would order one that looks like Taylor Swift? And then you have all these goddamn fake Taylor Swifts walking around.
Dude, the Taylor Swift thing is getting out of hand. The TikTok chick that looks like Taylor Swift. I don't
understand it. This is another topic that I want to get into.
Videos, what if some of these videos are AI Taylor Swift?
I actually think the ones not at the games are AI. I've always thought the shit
about the ones at the game?
I don't think so. Too many witnesses.
I don't know, man. Have you seen the TikTok one? The girl who looks exactly like her?
No.
Like, the Swifties went off on this chick. I'll have to send you that.
The Swifties.
It'll blow your mind.
If I ever was called a Swiftie, I think I'd kill myself. To be that worried about a celebrity.
Are you a stan? But are you a stan?
No.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I can't name his fucking songs in order on his albums. I can't sing half of them.
No stan can. No stan
can't sing half of them.
No stan can, but a stan is like, I will ride and die for
the only thing I said is I don't think it's true he's on that list. That doesn't make me a stan. That just makes me like,
On which list?
Epstein. I just can't believe that he's actually he may have gone there, but not for that reason.
I don't think that's the thing. It's not, the list hadn't came out. Like, the list is just people that have, because like, what's his name? Chris Tucker flew to Africa with him, and they were like, well, he's on the list, and he's like, I've never been to the island. I don't
know if that's a great example, because your boy Kat has a lot to say about Mr. Chris Tucker.
Oh, yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, he can prove that he never flew to that island.
Yeah.
But he did fly on the plane to Africa for something different. But what I'm saying is, if he's flying you out for a concert in Paris,
and
he's promoting it, and you get on the plane and you go, oh, well, we have you on the list of being on his plane at some point in time. Okay, but you do see that it says I went from Detroit to Paris.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think like hitching a ride kind of thing. I don't think going there for that. I just don't see it. What man adopts 3 children that aren't his and then wants to go hurt children? Well, see, I just don't see it.
And see, I've never the list or the documents that were published from the court thing don't have Marshall Mathers on there at all.
No, it doesn't.
Now,
the witness or the victim or whoever.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, they put a bunch of, which we don't even know if that's true, because
Correct.
you don't. There's no video or audio of this person saying this, and a lot of people were just putting out fake lists. They took a document and started adding random names to it, and then you don't know if it's a real list or not.
And like we talked about before, it could just be AI putting it on there too.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking AI.
Well,
that ends that topic. Now, that was our random topic for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Eric. He's Mark, and you guys have a good one.